Thank you, Dean Pugliafito. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin my 2-hour address, I want to say a few thanks and congratulations. First and foremost, thanks and congratulations to those who have persevered through the blood, through the sweat, through the tears. Of course, I'm referring to the friends and family of the graduates. Thank you for your support. Listen, I have taught many medical students. They are insufferable. Thanks to all of you for putting up with them. Second, and no less important, I often joke to people about the good thing about being in academia is that in the end, none of it matters all that much. But of course, that is not true in academic medicine. So I want to thank, and I know all our soon-to-be physicians sitting in front of me want to thank, the faculty and the staff of the Keck School of Medicine for all you have done for preparing our graduates for careers that really do matter. This is not just academic. It is the real world with real-world implications. Quality of life implications, life and death implications. Thank you for not shirking your responsibility to train the next generation of caregivers. Okay, and finally, third, on behalf of President C.L. Max Nikias and the entire University of Southern California, to the Keck School of Medicine class of 2015, congratulations. Really, really, congratulations. Please be sure to take time to reflect, appreciate what you have accomplished, and your tremendous individual and collective successes. Okay, that's long enough. Let's get back to work. You know, I have been the provost of this university for 46 days. I have not driven the university into the ditch yet. But in fact, I do have higher aspirations for this university than not driving it into a ditch. USC is a tremendous place. We have tremendous assets. At a time when the Pacific Rim is on the rise, we find ourselves right on the east coast of the Pacific Rim. At a time when there's rural migration into the big cities and big cities are becoming megacities, where do we find ourselves but in one of the great megacities of the world? We have tremendous financial strength. We have tremendous intellectual strength in the tremendous faculty we have here and the tremendous students that we have here. And of course, we have the Trojan family, 350,000 strong throughout the world. All of that is our privilege. But with that privilege comes responsibility. As a university with such privilege, I believe we have the moral obligation to be a great private research university whose singular focus is on the global public good. So Keck class of 2015, your obligation is no less. You have been trained by the best, you have seen the highest acuity patients, those with the most complicated cases imaginable. You have had access to the most diverse clinical populations in the world. You have had tremendous support by family and friends. That is all the privilege you have. But sorry, now comes the hard part, the responsibility part. Your desire to help others has now become your responsibility to help others. I teach a lot of pre-meds at the University of Southern California. You remember those kids. Foolishly optimistic, passionate about medicine, but oh so ridiculously naive about what they were walking into. How easily that can get replaced by the realities of medical school and residency. So one of your responsibilities is to fight off the cynicism and be that foolishly optimistic and passionately naive person every day. You enter a competitive profession, as well as a society facing enormous challenges and complicated medical problems, cancer, obesity, dementia. But your responsibility involves so much more than simply diagnosing and treating disease. Whether it is in Nepal or in East Los Angeles, it is now your responsibility to make sure that the neediest of our society benefits from your incredible skill. And of course, medicine is being transformed by technology. It is making our treatments both better and more efficient. What will you do to make sure you temper that cutting-edge skill with a huge dose of inefficiency? Data and technology should certainly complement your work, but there is not and never will be replacement for human contact, for empathy, and for compassion. So it is your responsibility not to forget that. And finally, in summary, as I think all of you know, we have a phrase that we say as Trojans: fight on. Calm down. It's a wonderful slogan, fight on. And it's a wonderful greeting, fight on. But graduates of this medical school, for you it is more than that. For you it is a call to action. For you it is a call to service. For you it is a plea from your patients. For you it is your mission. Keck School of Medicine class of 2015, fight on.